Good day, members. Today is a dark day in the life of our club. It's with great sadness that I advise you that John Francis Healy, OAM, legend of our club and our former chairman, passed away peacefully this morning. John steered our club as chairman for 17 years, from 1991 to 2008. He was a City Tats member since 1964, an inspirational fitness centre trainer, patron of our racquetball club, Cheetahs Swimming Club, and briefly captain of the Harriers. He was a board member from 1988 to 2008 and chairman of the board for 17 of those years, making John the fourth longest serving chairman in our club behind big names like Clark, Taylor and Herdsman. Importantly, John has been club patron since 2008. Those who knew John would remember his passion for fitness. As a young car salesman in the 1960s, John wanted to train under the legendary fitness guru George Daldry, and that led him to become a City Tattersalls member in 1964. Like many others, John attended George's Spartan training sessions for many years, and he became an inspirational fitness trainer in his own right. As a trainer, he met many people along the way who embraced his training techniques. Those included Terry Fernley, who at the time was coaching Rugby League's Parramatta Reserve grade, and he invited John to do some conditioning work with the team before their grand final. Recently, over a light lunch with mates at his place before he moved up north to be closer with his family, John recalled that he started training the Parramatta boys just 2 weeks before the grand final. He told us that he took the guys to Parramatta Park and he gave them the George Daldry treatment. Many of you will know exactly what that means, what that torture means. The team went on to win the 1975 grand final. Though John's contribution to our fitness centre is the stuff of legend, it was his vision and his leadership as a committee member and as chairman of the club for 17 years that will be forever immortalised in the history of this club. For us here, it was his vision of what City Tats could become. Formulated in 1970 when John visited the New York Athletic Club, and it's that we really remember today. The New York Athletics Club gave John a vision of a future club offering its members 8 or 9 floors of accommodation, a magnificent gymnasium and a swimming pool. A really exclusive and upmarket club. When John came to the board, it was made up mainly of racing men. One of John's major legacies, which we enjoy today, was to broaden the number of businessmen and women on the board, and we recall him saying, "We're in a prime location, we have wonderful facilities, the board composition should extend beyond the racing fraternity." John, ably assisted by Keith Free, the club treasurer, laid the foundation and created the opportunity for the club to expand and grow into the future, as we can see from the airspace development project, which we very much look forward to delivering in his honour. John's legacy was the result of shrewd decision-making. This included the welcoming of directors with a variety of commercial skills, the foresight to explore diversification, and of course the championing of the purchase of the Merivale building at 194 Pitt Street. Indeed, without John's foresight, it would be difficult to see how the opportunity for the airspace development could have come to fruition, and certainly not to the scale of the opportunity that we currently have. John's vision of the New York Athletics Club of Sydney is alive and well. One member who remembers very well some of the meetings that John had to chair, described him as grace under fire. At some of those meetings, John copped a lot, but he always retained his composure, his dignity, and his respect for members and their views. In the chairman's introduction to the Centenary History book in 1995, John wrote, "Looking back over the years, the club's success has been largely due to the vision of those who have so far-sightedly guided its fortunes and to meet developing needs. These dynamic people have come from the ranks of both staff and committee, and at this time we should remember them with deep gratitude. John Francis Healy, you were one of those dynamic people, one whose foresight and vision has contributed greatly to our club, and for that vision and for your many years of dedication, we, the club members, will be forever grateful." John Healy had a long and largely good life, which is fitting for the quality man that he was. The club sends its sincerest condolences to his family. Thank you, and rest in peace, legend.